Whether you're preparing a literature review, comparing study designs, tracking citations, or simply trying to decode a dense, jargon-heavy paper, AI has a tool for that. And here's the good news. You don't need a tech degree or a big budget. Every tool I'm about to share is accessible, affordable, and designed for real-world academic work. We're talking about tools used by professors, PhD students, journalists, policy researchers, and knowledge workers worldwide. And today, you'll learn exactly how to make them work for you. Let's start with Consensus. Consensus is like the Google search of research papers, but instead of giving you endless results, it gives you direct answers. Here's the magic. You enter a research question. Say, does mindfulness improve focus in teenagers? And Consensus instantly scans thousands of peer-reviewed papers to pull out the key findings. No fluff, no ads, just what the research says and whether experts agree. Why it's powerful. Saves hours on literature reviews, shows you patterns, gaps, and emerging insights, helps you decide instantly which papers are worth a deep read. Use Consensus as your first stop before committing to a topic. It'll show you where the evidence is strong, where it's mixed, and where your research might fill a gap. Next, we have Elicit, and it's like Consensus's analytical cousin. While Consensus finds the what, Elicit helps you dig into the how. You can compare methodologies, analyze sample sizes, evaluate study designs, and search for research using concepts, not just keywords. Example, you're exploring AI in education. With Elicit, you can filter studies by whether they use qualitative interviews, RCTs, or specific statistical models. This means you find research that's methodologically relevant, not just them use Elicit for your method section. It's a lifesaver when you need studies that match your research design. Research Rabbit turns literature reviews into a visual experience. You can see how papers, authors, and topics connect over time, like a map of your entire research field. This isn't just cool to look at, it's an incredibly powerful way to spot trends and discover overlooked work. It integrates with Semantic Scholar and PubMed, so you're pulling from reliable, up-to-date sources. And once you save a paper, Research Rabbit recommends others based on citation patterns and shared authors. Use it at the start and end of your review. At the start, it shows you the lay of the land. At the end, it ensures you haven't missed any key studies. We've all been there. You open a paper and hit a paragraph so dense it might as well be in another language. That's where Explain Paper comes in. You upload the PDF, highlight the confusing section, and bam! It explains it in plain, accessible language, right in the sidebar. This is especially valuable for interdisciplinary research, where you might need to read papers outside your main field. Use Explain Paper to prepare presentations. It helps you translate dense findings into clear points your audience can grasp instantly. Papers app is your personal research library, but smarter. It stores all your papers, lets you highlight and annotate, and, most importantly, handles your citations automatically. Integrated with EndNote and Zotero, it ensures that your bibliography is perfectly formatted without hours of manual tweaking. Create thematic folders in Papers app for different projects. That way, every quote, highlight, and note you make stays contextually linked. Finally, we have QuiVR, an AI-powered knowledge management system. Think of it as your second brain. You can dump unstructured notes, PDFs, quotes, and summaries into QuiVR, and it organizes, tags, and connects everything. Later, you can ask it questions like, what did I read about AI bias in 2022? And it will pull the exact excerpt. Keep QuiVR running throughout your project. The more you feed it, the smarter and more useful it becomes. These 6 tools, Consensus, Elicit, Research Rabbit, Explain Paper, Papers app, and QuiVR, aren't here to replace your academic brain. They're here to amplify it. They cut through the noise, find the signals, and let you focus on what you do best, thinking critically, connecting ideas, and making new discoveries. Start with just one of these tools this week. See how much time you save, and when you're ready to supercharge your entire research workflow, come back to this list and pick your next tool. If you found this guide helpful, subscribe to Safe Learn 8